Hello, YouTube. It's your boy Jude. You know what time it is. It's time for the weekly panel. Right now, G is out of the house. He is currently spending some time with his lovely wife, enjoying their anniversary. So he let us, Sus and I, take control and run the episode for today. So without further ado, gonna get the formalities out. So go ahead, drop that like. If you haven't, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Do the algorithm thing. As Sus, I'd like to introduce one of our more recent viewers who has decided to join us up on the panel, and that is Jazzman. Jazzman, if you'd like to say a few words.
Hi, it's nice to be here. Jude said he'd let my family go if I came on the show, so look
Whoa,
forward to that.
hold up.
I mean, I'm here of my own free will.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm happy to be here. I like the show. It's a lot of fun.
Yep, cool. Appreciate it.
But so that's how you been, man. Like, it's been a week. This is the last saw you.
Oh damn, has it? Seriously?
Yeah.
But no, I've been, been doing my thing, keeping my head above water.
Afraid to face me in a Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel.
Bro, I have not even touched that in like 2 weeks. I'm not even lying to you.
Bro, I got like 5 new Fortress Warrior focused decks.
Stop it. Stop it.
All right. But anyway, you know how we're about to start this. Did you at least get some would you rather questions, or is this all on me today?
Shit. Give me a second. I got you.
No. It's fine. I actually got 4 for us.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
So, as you know, we started this little warm-up to get with the crowd, get some engagement going. And, for those of you at home, maybe you watch this a little later, go ahead and drop your answers in the comments below. So, first one I got for you. Would you rather witness the creation of the universe or the end?
Oh, do I get to see? But does it? Do I get to see it restart? Like, does it restart? Not do I get to see? Because obviously, if I'm watching one of them, do I get to see it restart if I watch it from the end?
I don't know. Maybe.
Or does it, if restart if it ends? That's the better question. Because if I watch it from the end, it might not repeat itself, and you're just what are you, just in the void or something? I don't know, just stuck out there, and who knows what.
I'm guessing the end means, heat death of the universe, which I'm going to go with the creation because of this heat death. It just means everything fizzles out. It's like watching when you have lemonade. When you watch it set for like a few hours, it just slowly turns back into the powder and water. That's, I imagine, how the death of the universe would be. So I'd rather see the Big Bang.
I mean, long as I can see it, if it restarts, that's the only thing I'm going for.
I personally would like to see the beginning, just because, there's all those shows where they talk about like the Big Bang, how everything just explodes out. And personally, that entices me. Now, we actually have a guest would you rather, because you slacking, but I'll bring this one up real quick. From Kay, another fellow viewer who likes to watch a lot.
Tag duels for once, to come up with another lame excuse for another week. What the fuck? Oh, I feel like he's personally attacking us on this one.
Hey, first off, I play with this man.
Who's giving off these excuses then? You?
No, I'm there to duel. Like, I'm ready to get my game on, you know what I'm saying? But there is the man of the hour who, he's taking care of business. He's made a few excuses. I'll throw him under that bus. But yeah, I will do the tag duel any day of the week.
But like, how? How?
There are many ways to do a tag duel.
Well,
But
and I don't know this because I'd definitely be down to do it.
we'll talk offline. But let's get to the more serious would you rather for the next one. Bam. Jazzman,
Save.
if you would be so kind.
All right. Would you rather save 3 random people from any point in time, or prevent 1 major world disaster?
Holocaust. Boom. Stop them. That's a. No. Wait. Fuck. Who started slavery? That's what I'm going for.
Really?
Whoever's the first one to come up with the fucking idea of who started slavery, I'm preventing that shit.
I mean, you're talking about like Mesopotamia going back in time.
Yeah.
Hey, what significance do these 3 random people have?
Okay, think of it this way, and just ways to play out. What if you saved MLK?
But it says random, so I have no power to who I'm selecting.
I
I'm
mean,
guessing it could
okay,
be
so
like,
when I came up with this, because this is one I came up with, the fact is, I'm not choosing who you pick. So you just get the choice: save 3 people of your desire, any point in time, or stop 1 major world disaster.
All right,
I'm gonna also go with world disaster,
okay.
but I want to do the burning of the Library of Alexandria. I want to stop that.
Ooh.
I'd go if I had to save 3 people: Lincoln, uh, Martin Luther King, and fuck, I don't even know who my third one would be.
I'll
Tupac. I
save 3
don't fucking
random
know.
people and wait till my family's in danger. Done.
Okay. I guess you could save it. Damn. Well,
Got insurance.
no, I'm sticking with my first one. I'm sticking with the prevent a major event. I'm
Same.
doing that. Yeah.
And then we got one from K. Person who started slavery. It's probably a caveman.
It started well, hey, you never know.
But I did say I had 2 more before we get into the main topics, right?
Okay.
Okay.
So I brought this up with G, and I had another opportunity of coming up with another fun game. Will you press the button?
Oh fuck! God damn it!
Okay, it's like one thing, but there's a caveat to that thing that would prevent you from normally wanting to press it.
Yep. So get to be part of your favorite universe, but you're a background character or an NPC.
What?
Think about it. You could be a part of Dragon Ball,
No.
but you are just some guy.
If I gotta end up like Yamcha, I'm done. Fuck that.
I mean, you're doing better than Yamcha. There's a chance you haven't died yet.
Who hasn't died? And technically, everybody has died at least once.
I mean, you could be random Namekian, man.
Everybody has died at least once.
Random Namekian, my guy.
They were all wiped out. What do you
Random
mean?
Namekian. Hey, look, K right there.
Press the button. I don't know, man. What? But who says I want to do Dragon Ball?
It's your choice though. Like you could be part of the Witcher. You could be a salesman. You could be in Yu-Gi-Oh as random duelist who will probably not be looked at because your deck's
get
not that great.
smoked and sent to the Shadow Realm. No, See, there's
Be
too
a
many
third-rate duelist
caveats,
with a fourth-rate deck.
right?
Yo, that's Joey Wheeler. That is a named character. I would push the button personally.
I don't know, man, because I can't think of a good one. Because like I would say Kingdom Hearts, but like at the same time, fuck that convoluted goddamn backstory.
You
I'd
probably
end
end
up
up heartless.
right.
But hear me out. I will push the button. I'm gonna go to the world of Pokemon. Doesn't matter what the main character is doing. I still got Pokemon.
Nothing like the world of legal dogfighting.
I don't know, man. Yeah, Kate said basically every universe would suck. Yeah, every universe would suck. I'm not pressing it. Fuck it. I'm not pressing it.
Me neither. The risk is too high.
I agree. I'm pushing it.
More power to you. I'm not doing it.
All right. How about this one? Will you press the button, gaining all the abilities of any hero, but you're hunted down by your nemesis on a weekly basis?
Smashing that bitch.
Who's the hero?
A hero of your choice.
No, I'm asking him. What's his hero he's choosing?
Oh, actually, yeah, you're right.
Fuck. If I had to
Wait,
pick,
how come he's here?
Yeah, he's probably just doing it from like just his phone, you know.
Probably.
And he said, I don't think he would join in.
Yeah, he'll get in trouble.
Yeah. God damn it. God damn, that is a good question. Who would I pick? Fuck. What's a good one? I don't want to go with anything recent.
Oh, I know. Just choose like some kids cartoon because all their nemesis are idiots.
Be like the early fucking Power Rangers series.
Yeah.
Omni-Man. Chris will pick Omni-Man. Or G. Look at that.
You out here trying to get beat.
I'm good.
Nah. G sitting here saying, I'm going to be Omni-Man. Guarantee you he looked more like Invincible after the first week.
Bruh, fuck it. Give me Saitama. I don't care. I'd be him.
Oh.
I'm clapping anybody.
You're right.
But then you go bald.
Pepsi Man, I'm not a coward.
Oh, man.
Goddamn.
That's good. So I'm going to go with pushing that button.
Yeah, like I said, I would. But who are you picking? Who's your hero?
You really want to know?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm about to showstop this whole thing. The Incredible Hulk.
You have the government after you?
Bro, I
there's
am the government.
There's abomination and doing.
That's what I'm
think about that. Think about that.
Your son is gonna whoop your ass. You know that.
No,
he
can't whoop my ass if he don't exist.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
Government wants to come after me. Joke's on you. I already signed the dotted line. I am your weapon. What you gonna do?
But what about the Red Hulk and that's your nemesis?
I'll choke him out.
He whoops your ass.
I'm angry. It's what I do.
You pulling a fucking scene out of, what's that shit? You fucking Batman when Bane cracks his back. Then I'm gonna get stronger or angrier in this case.
Yes,
and come
100%.
back. Yeah, I guess that'll work. But all right, and
then I'll still turn around and recruit people on a weekly basis.
Oh, that's fine. All right, what about you, Jazz?
Yeah, I'll hit it. And that.
I already know where this is going. Oh, you said anti. Oh, I thought you were gonna say the Shade TM.
Hell no! You seen his bad guys? No, I'm gonna do that kid show, Danny Phantom.
Oh my god!
Yep.
God damn it! He's Danny Phantom. No.
I mean, come on. Being able to go invisible and go intangible whenever you want.
I just came across this like meme or not I guess it's a meme. It was like saying the fact that like everybody has died. Like the motorcycle girl, it was in a crash. Vlad died from something. I forgot. But if you think about it, Danny himself died from electrocution.
Yeah. His parents turned the machine on while he was in there.
And he died.
No, he turned it on himself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He did.
Yeah. So he died from electrocution. Wait.
The Shade team doesn't have any actual bad guys. Bro.
Why you gotta hurt me like that?
Bro.
Taxes.
Yeah, you know what? That would probably be his nemesis right there.
Right. Taxes.
But
Damn. No, I just saw this. I just saw this little video back. You remember the little side shows in Dexter? It was
yeah.
like the Justice Friends.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the ripoff team?
Yeah. And then it's like I forgot the main character's name, but he was the fake Captain America, and then
What
his
was it? What
greatest
was it? What was it? What
nemesis,
was it?
huh?
I'm trying to remember what his name.
Yeah, but
Oh,
he was his arch nemesis. He's like, oh, bills, because he
Major
got hit
Glory.
with some bills and it hurt him.
that's so messed up. Let me see.
His name was Major Glory.
Yeah, Major Glory.
What was it? Then oh yeah, I remember Val Hallen.
Yeah,
That not Thor. Oh man.
that was
But
the realest
hey, there you
joke
go, D.
that was
Appreciate
above
you.
its time.
But I think we mucked around a little much on that one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's get into it. Y'all out there probably saw the thumbnail. And I know I said my episode was going to be next week. But again, G, I got your back. Go ahead and enjoy your time because I got this. We're going to talk about two ends of a spectrum. Because before we get started on this first topic, I got a question for both of you, real quick.
Yeah.
Is it wrong to be proud of where you come from?
No, I don't think it is. No, at all. Because if you embrace where you came from, who has the right to take that away from you?
I think it's all right. I don't think there's anything wrong with it per se, as long as it doesn't like blind you to like reality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, before we get into this clip, Sus, once again, thank you for that. I am not as intelligent. Stop clicking on these words. Who's doing it? Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. But what was I saying? Shoot, threw me off because of the infraggable crunk. No, so what I was getting at is when I wake up every day, get ready to go to work, I set a time period for how long before I actually watch the news. Because, most times when you watch the news, they play something extreme and you don't want to hear it. I'm not a kid, so I'm not worried about the weather. Also, I'm in California, so I'm not getting any snow days anytime soon.
Right.
But when I got there, I start, playing the news, more background noises. I'm getting ready, setting up for the day kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I actually hear that this anchor from St. Louis had a phone call reported into the station because of something she said for how she celebrated New Year's. And at first, I was just like, maybe I'm mishearing that. So I decided to take a look. And they started talking about how she ended up starting the hashtag VeryAsian. And with my bum phone and Sus, you got the interweb. I sent you the link. You mind pulling that up real quick?
I got you up there.
And go ahead, let it run.
All right.
First day of the year meal, and these foods are said to bring good health, wealth, and luck.
When NBC St. Louis news anchor Michelle Lee mentioned her family's traditional New Year's Day meal on air,
I ate dumpling soup. That's what a lot of Korean people do.
she didn't think it would prompt a viewer voicemail.
The viewer called and said that she was offended, and if a white anchor would have talked about what white people ate, then they would get fired. So it was just annoying to her that I was very Asian and that I needed to keep my Korean to myself.
She did the opposite.
Why did you decide to post it to social media?
I've had a lot of people dismiss things, but when you hear it for yourself and you hear those words and you hear the confidence in her voice and you go, holy moly.
Her post took on a life of its own, shared more than 54,000 times by celebrities and total strangers, spawning other supportive hashtags like VeryBlack and VeryJewish. The backstory
Go ahead and cut
here,
it.
ironic.
So, what y'all think on that one?
I mean, my take on it honestly is like, even if you can't share your own opinion about everything without some form of backlash.
I mean, that is true. Like, we are at that point where, shoot, I'm pretty sure if I said the sky was red, somebody would have a problem.
Yeah, that's all. That's always, man. You can't do anything now without people getting butt hurt, or that's just like, you know how the whole Black Lives Matter that started, and then it came about to be, what about all lives matter? It's not just about black. It's like, bruh, boo hoo. You stop trying to jump on the hype train. You know.
That's true, but that's also getting into territory, a little bit of territory where, I mean, the whole movement itself ended up turning in on itself in one way,
That it did.
but at the same time, the gesture was, sure, if you go into the hospital, someone has a scraped knee
Mm-hmm.
versus someone who had a broken leg, who's more important right now?
The one with the broken leg. But I'm
So
guaranteed now that you're saying that, is that person with the scraped knee. Oh, I was here first. Why does that person take a priority over me?
exactly.
Yeah.
Uh, thanks, G. I actually heard that in your voice as that popped up. But Jazz, what about you? You got any takeaways from that so far?
You know what? I'll kind of come at it like a devil's advocate kind of viewpoint. The only possible argument that lady who called in could have had was, like a white person couldn't be proud of their heritage. That's the only way I could make that an actual argument, quote quote. But I mean, that was just a person looking to be mad for any reason, to be honest.
Very true. Very true. I mean, and the main reason why I prompted with the question first, I know that there are obviously those sides that say, like, why don't I get holiday? Why don't I get this? Why don't I get that? Especially in a time where folks want to be inclusive overall, but realistically, what's where I kind of, like I say in most of our videos in terms of communicating, and like people just need to better understand each other. Like, yo, if she wants to be proud of her heritage, like let her take that moment. Like, yeah, if I hit you two up in conversation, like, yo, how'd you guys celebrate, your holidays?
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna be generic right there. So if you spent your time alone, hey, that's fine.
No problem.
Jasmine, if you went out, ate with your family, had a huge feast, slightly, I would be upset that I wasn't invited to the feast. But at the same time, like, I'm not going to discredit what you did.
I'm with Morgan Freeman. God damn it, boy.
Yeah, I definitely agree with what homie said.
Yeah. But regardless, just kind of tying it back before we segue into the next one, which is going into the other end of the spectrum. Like, I don't think it's wrong to be proud of yourself or where you came from.
Mm-hmm.
Just be mindful of what you say more than likely, because again, there are those certain things that could trigger an individual, but also there are certain aspects to one's heritage that could also be offensive in their own right.
Mm-hmm.
As mentioned, people who would want to be like, I can't be proud that I'm white. Well, there are things that Europeans done that people can be proud of. The age of exploration, on the good ports of that exploration.
British India Trading Company.
Damn.
Excuse me, had a cough.
But like I said, it just honestly, it's just the fact that like you can't express yourself nowadays without some form of backlash. Yeah, and it's like you should be able to speak your mind without being worried about, oh, who am I going to offend, or who's gonna you know come after me in a sense. You feel me?
Hmm.
Yeah.
In this day and age, no matter, it doesn't even matter if you said this years ago or today. It
I
probably
guarantee.
wouldn't have took off. Yeah, it probably wouldn't have took off as crucially as it did back then as it does today, because people weren't. I guess people didn't have that much of a social media presence or outlet to do all that. It still was happening, but not to this magnitude.
True.
We live in a culture that's always on now. Everybody's opinion is instantly known and said.
Yeah.
Right?
That is true.
And we'll segue this into the other one where we go into the other side. So the exact same day, I'm going to let you know this.
Mm-hmm.
I just finished watching, the hashtag VeryAsian segment, and I was just kind of thinking, same thing as I said, like, how is it wrong to be proud of where you came from, especially within proper conversation,
Right.
so to speak? And within the same breath, the anchor revealed our following topic. Go ahead, run it.
Good evening. I'm Kevin Dorn. This is Nightcast. Accused, handcuffed, humiliated. Tonight, 5 Investigate shows us what happened to a young black man in Columbia Heights who was trying to cash his paycheck. Lawyers and advocates say his experience is part of a national phenomenon known as banking while black. That man tells investigative reporter Eric Rasmussen he was racially profiled when a manager called police minutes after he walked into a U.S. bank branch last year. This is a story you will only see on Nightcast.
That man, Joe Morrow, spoke with us in detail about what happened. U.S. Bank, however, would not go on camera. It settled with Morrow after we started asking questions, but we were still able to obtain police body camera video of that incident that the bank does not want you to see. When police got the call to a busy U.S. Bank branch in Columbia Heights last year, a call for a fraudulent check and a suspect posing a threat.
How's it going?
This is how they found 23-year-old Mississippi native Joe Morrow sitting in a chair in the bank manager's office, leaning back with his hands folded. Police blurred out branch manager John Asquith, as state law requires, because he did not want us to see or hear him in the video. Morrow wanted everyone to know what happened.
I just got through working like 12 hours, I think.
His job at UNFI, a grocery supplier better known as Super Value in Hopkins. Closer to home, Morrow stopped here at U.S. Bank.
Okay.
So it wasn't just him.
Yeah.
They also had a doctor from the Houston area of Texas. She had ended up going out of her way and wanted to sue Chase Bank for racially discriminating against her because, like, one, she's a doctor. Two, same thing. She was going to cash, if I remember right, a $16,000 check, or she just wanted to deposit it.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure she wanted to deposit it. And they ended up asking her questions about her age. They wanted to know, like, identification. Where was she working? They wanted to run to see if the check was valid. And I don't know about y'all, but picture finishing a long day's of work. You just want to go drop off your check, and all of a sudden this happens.
I'd be heated. I ain't gonna even lie.
Like, just to be questioned on the validity of that. And it, like, that had me heat, especially in the case of, like, everything that's been going on all the way up to this point. And realistically, do we need to add any more fuel to the fire?
You're right. Oh yeah, Kay said, "Oh, that guy didn't want what he said on the camera. What he said on camera doesn't that kind of devalue the proof of as video? The proof, devalue the video as proof of anything. God damn, I can't talk. I think yeah. I mean, I kind of agree with that because like, why? Well, they did say it was state law out there, so maybe in protection for him not to lose his job. Who knows? But at the same time, it does raise the question of like why would you have anything to hide if you didn't do anything wrong?
Right?
I don't know if you caught this, but they're saying we had to blur his face because the state law and they didn't want us to. But then
Right.
they said his full name and where he
Right.
worked.
Yep.
So that man's doxxed.
It's just it makes you think like you said, just like you kind of put yourself in a corner where like it makes people think why if you didn't do anything wrong or you didn't racially profile this young man, why hide yourself or why not be able to hear what was said from your end?
That's true.
And
guess-
okay, yep,
oh.
there it is right there. The bank settled with the homie out of court and made a non NDA agreement or NDA, non-disclosure agreement. Well,
So
okay. We don't know.
There's stuff he can't talk about.
Right. Okay.
But even
yeah.
then, like, we're at a point in time where, and this is the main reason I picked both these topics to kind of tie together. Yeah, I got heated over this, and we genuinely just talked about people are going to find reasons to be offended.
Mm-hmm.
But one, if we treated people with common decency, actual respect, because me personally, I don't know about y'all too, and you can call me out if I'm wrong, but I believe respect is like a default thing. Once you meet someone, see their mannerisms, and get that time to get your proper read on them, that's when you can make that decision on, all right, maybe I need to lean back, or yeah, this is someone I can cooperate with and get what I need done.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just look at someone and default, nah, you are lesser than me, because that's when problems start.
I don't have an issue with that kind of viewpoint. It makes sense, 99% of the time. At like 0.1%, like, in a dangerous situation. But otherwise, yeah, you should just treat everybody with a general kind of respect unless there's some kind of accentuated circumstance.
Mm-hmm. And Kay also has a good point when it comes to the video. But not to devalue what either of you are saying, especially with, yeah, there's a lot that can be taken out from the video on what could be said or not said, especially with editing. But I agree with you. Like, a dangerous situation, that's something you would have to assess properly too, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a lot of situations where folks like just jump to violence, and I kind of sit back like, why did we have to get, like, at what point did we need to jump here?
Right.
Was there any de-escalation involved? And then for a situation like this, like, yeah, I got heated.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, I put myself more so in their shoes, not just because I too am an African American male,
Mm-hmm.
but like for anyone, you worked all day, you just want to put your money in the bank or even get your cash out. That's it. And then go home. Why does there necessarily need to be a problem? Why do you have to check for it to be fake? What sort of ruling was there or incidents that you could at least inform your consumer so they're aware of what's going on.
Oh, it goes beyond that too. I watched later in the video, and they talk about how the guy didn't even perform the check to see if the thing was fake until after he already called the police. So this man basically detained this young man in his office until the police showed up, and then proceeded to do the check with the routing number.
So that's hardcore fucking stereotyping. Like you didn't even get you just doing this on what grounds? You did that just because the kid was black? Like
Yeah.
what? Why? What?
Yeah, in
What
the
other
video, he
fucking?
was just wearing regular clothes. He wasn't wearing anything or looking any kind of way. He was acting very calm for a majority of the video. And even if you have an instance, like as a manager or just as someone in a bank, where you think there is a fraudulent check, you just calmly explain it, like, hey, we've had an instance of a lot of fake checks in this area. We just do some random selection, and we're just going to check this one out. I apologize for the wait. That's all you had to do.
Yeah,
And if the guy was a criminal, you probably would have just ran.
right, and like there was really no need for the police to be called.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what he just said.
Yep.
Profiling, my boy.
And then it goes to the doctor. Like, you genuinely like, for those who go out of their way to get that sort of education, to get in that line of work, that's already a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And in most cases, they work 12 full days. And then again, same scenario, you just want to cash your check, go home, or just be done with it.
Right.
Like, for what reason do you need to fake being a doctor? Like, why are you trying to ask, like, name, identification, all that? Like, in most cases, you know how to get into the account and you have to show ID in the first place. Why you got to turn around and ask more questions?
It's been a while since I've done a bank account. What kind of information do they ask for? I guess I just haven't set a bank account in, like a decade.
As where I'm the same, like, the main things from what I remember when I set it up, they wanted some form of identification to prove I was me.
Like a mailing address too and stuff, right? Like saying you live in that area or whatever.
Yep. I think except minority. Overreact. Yeah.
Talking about the
but
doctor, or are you talking about the young man?
I'm
Oh no.
guessing
So
the young man.
in the doctor's case, they asked her, like, so they already got her ID because she wanted to cash her check, get
Right.
into her account, and they asked her for her name. They wanted her to verify her age. They wanted to verify where she worked, and that's.
They don't ask. They shouldn't be able to ask you all that. No,
Hold on. You're getting the stories mixed. The doctor was wanting to set up a new account with that check. Sorry,
There
don't
we
mean to
go.
interrupt, but yeah, it
No,
was
it's
the
all
young
good.
man who had the account there at the U.S. Bank, and then the doctor wanted to open an account at Chase Bank in Texas. That's how it
Yeah.
was.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, before we
See?
go on that tangent.
No, I appreciate you because, again, after like looking at this and wanting to talk about it, I need to back up and keep my story straight because, again, like I was upset over it. And sure, emotions get the better of people sometimes, but thank you for having a cool head. And also, I appreciate you for coming on like relatively last minute because I asked you like today.
No. I mean, otherwise I'll just be in the comments chatting my same opinions. So I just gotta do it without texting now.
He's got a voice now.
Yeah. And
Mama,
you
I'm
too can
free.
have a voice, people out there. All you got to do is hit us up. I'm gonna mainly just drive this over to G. Like, get with him. Get with him, even if I've got various connections in various places.
So
Just don't want another Pastor Frank.
Yeah, that is the main thing. Oh my God.
Going back to the doctor lady, the reason I was asking, just because I was kind of curious, like, what kind of questions should banks be asking? Because like I know when you apply to like rents apartments or places, sometimes they will ask your job and they'll ask questions. So I'm just curious if they were actually asking appropriate questions or not. Like were they in the right to deny her the access to the account or not, to making an account with them. But it did seem from what the lady said that she was like, I can wait a few weeks, you've been holding to the check and the money, but whatever reason the bank just said full stop no.
Yeah.
I think that's
And
not as clear cut as the young man.
K out here saying he lost his mic. Hey, we got it. G right there for you.
Hey, appreciate it, G.
Then K lost his mic, and I'd put up what G said, but it's not YouTube friendly.
I mean, it's censored. Go ahead.
No,
It's
no,
show, so
no, because I'm gonna read that out loud, and we just got monetized. I don't want to do that to the channel. I could go on the longest tangent about that, man. I don't.
Yeah.
You don't understand. Even after the editing, I went back.
You're
and
mentally
thought,
scarred after that.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
nothing else about it. You're just scarred. For that man, horrified us.
what happened?
I will tell you offline, but effectively there was an individual by the name of Pastor Frank. We thought they were going to come in, state their humble opinion. Instead, we got a what is a censored? We got solar flared. If you're familiar with that Dragon Ball Z technique,
Oh no.
especially the TFS version where they just quickly flash an image in the blinding light.
No, man.
And immediately after it, I went off. I hated it.
Oh. I need to go back and check that stream.
Please
no,
don't.
it's gone. It's gone.
I
mean, you can look at the video and it's edited, but like it's that point, that moment in time itself is gone.
Yeah.
It's like cut between those two moments, like before and after. You can hear us talk about it, but like, yeah.
But honestly, those are the two topics I had. They weren't really long, but again, they are kind of charged depending on which way you look at it. Because again, I opened up with the question, is it wrong to be proud of where you come from? Honestly, no, but you also got to be careful about who you talk about it like with, because of just how we ended up coming. And also individuals who bring that up, like you have to know where you came from. And then on the other side, a little bit of awareness on what's going on in, my own community, because it might not just be me,
right,
or black folk. Like it could be other people getting hit. But ultimately, who is the voice that's speaking the loudest about what's going on? Not as a way to, oh, this is a pity party kind of thing, but hey, we need to acknowledge this is a problem. What are we going to do to fix it?
Right. I think going back to being, proud of where you come from, I think, it could be a very good foundation, for a person individually and a community, but not to the point where it should create a lot of bias for your daily interactions. I mean, you go back to the antithesis between like the black and Asian community, like especially during the Ronnie King riots, where you had, basically race wars going on in the streets, between two non-involved communities, really. It can just get crazy if you make it just your whole identity. Like obviously you should always be proud of, your culture, your history, and your family, but not to the point where it creates hatred in your heart. You know what I mean?
Yep. Sas, you got anything on that?
Oh no, honestly, that's we already, pretty much covered it on all parts for what I feel. Because yeah, like you said, just don't want to discriminate against people who want to, embrace where they came from. You live your life the way you want to, and don't have no shame. That's all I got.
Well, with that, we're going to close this early. G, don't be upset that we're cutting off at ahead of an hour. We don't have our host with the most, but again, I just want to give a shout out to the man. Enjoy your anniversary.
He left us.
He didn't leave us like that, you know, like let him spend his time, man. But again, congratulations to you and the missus. Real quick in the comments, you want to tell us how long you've been together? I appreciate that. You know, you told us good discussion. It's okay if you don't want to tell us how long. Like, I understand you old too.
Too
You
long.
old fart.
Yeah, y'all are
Oh,
good.
good.
So
Yeah, see.
with that, YouTube land, remember, drop that like and subscribe. We're still going for that goal. We are an ever-growing
Congrats.
family. You too can be like Jazzman, getting up here and talk with the fam. All you got to do is hit us up. Go ahead and contact G. You can get us in the comments below. Have a one-on-one conversation with us. Let us know what it is you want to, go over, or if you just want to jump in. And if you have any anything around you want us to take a look at, feel free to drop those in the comments below too. And with that, I bid y'all adieu. Peace.
Easy.
See ya.